Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Thanks for coming back. So today we're taking a break from the axles and all of the shenanigans, and we're installing some really nice light on this thing. So let's go ahead and do that. And here's what we have. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of LEDs from, of course, our good friends over at LASFIT. If you have been with the channel for a while, you know that LASFIT has always hooked us up with some really good LEDs. And I decided that I wanted to pretty much turn every bulb on this thing, at least most of the bulbs on this thing, LED. There's some that are still not going to be LED. That's going to be for some future projects, but basically everything on the outside, and then most of the bulbs on the inside of the truck are going to be LED. And again, let me show you what I got. So we got some turn signal, some switchback LEDs for our turn signals. These things are nice, and I'll go over them a little bit more, you know, as I install everything. And then we got some fog lights, and these things are gonna be nice. Like, now the actual LEDs are super nice, and they're gonna be super bright, and they have a little party trick that, again, I'll show you once I get to it. Okay, so we're gonna start this whole thing in the interior of the truck. And now, so these, like I said, they're already installed, but I'll show you real quick how you put those in, and it's pretty easy. You just pop this cover off. As you see, I'm just using my key, and it comes right out. And then you take the stock LED out, and you throw the new one in. And as you can see, that is super bright. Then you just throw the cover back on, make sure it's on there good, and that's done. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna switch out our map light and basically all these lights up here, and that is fairly simple. Let me show you. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is remove this cover, and all you do is you pinch it in and pop it out. I don't know how well you can see, but we have 3 screws that we gotta take off, because we also want to switch out, like I said, the map lights. If you're only switching out this light, you would just pull out your old bulb and put the new one in. Okay, and with those screws out, this thing literally just comes off. It's just held in by those 3 screws. So the next step to actually removing these light bulbs for your map lights is gonna be to remove the 4 Phillips screws that are on the back side of this. And after you remove them, you simply pop out your white plastic piece. There you go. Once with it out, you'll flip it around and then push the light bulbs out. Now you can also pry this little reflector out like this, and then pull your light bulb out. And at this point, we have all 3 light bulbs out. So we have the 2 map lights and the dome light out. So obviously we're gonna go ahead and replace them with some brand new LEDs. I'll leave a link to all this stuff down in the description, so you can get your own if you decide it's something that you want to try out after you see this video. But like I said, I've been really happy with them, and I actually paid for these myself. So this is your actual light bulb. As you can see, it's the same, you know, shape as the original one, but this is going to be much brighter. It's got a really nice heat sink all the way around it, so it should last a very, very long time. So we're going to do the center one in first. So if you saw, it was a little bit loose, so I just pinched the terminals a little bit in, and now it's in there nice and snug. Okay guys, we got these things in, and they look amazing. They are super bright. And once it gets darker, I'll show you again what it looks like at night. I think you'll really be impressed then how good this looks. Okay, now as you can see, I already threw on the marker light up here, or our corner light, whatever that's called, and our turn signal. Now this one right here, I was actually not able to put it in because it's in a really hard spot to get at. These are the 2 are pretty easy. I'll show you on this side. Basically, all you gotta do is come behind your headlights and kind of reach on the corner. I don't know if you can see, but I'm moving it right there. So just twist it. It's a little bit hard to get to, but we can do it. Maybe. Come on. There we go. We got it. Finally. There we go. We got it. So all I did is reach behind it and then twist towards the front of the truck and then pull it out. And then all we got to do now is just basically pull that bulb out and replace it with our new LED. And we'll do the same for our turn signal. So now here we have our actual LED turn signal. It's a So it's actually a switchback LED, just like the one that we have. So what that means is while your lights are on and you're just driving, these basically work as a running light. So they'll be white. But as soon as you hit your turn signal, they'll switch to amber and work like a regular turn signal. So they're really cool. I really like the design. It looks super tough. Has their logo on the front, and then as you can see, those holes around it, they're little vents basically to help these things keep cool and last a really long time. Now, as far as actual LEDs, it has way more than this bulb did. Now, I was doing some testing last night actually, and I really wish I would have taken a video of it. I might do it again tonight just to kind of show you guys a comparison between these two. But basically, this one was actually brighter when it came to like the actual driving light, like the white light. But when it came to the turn signal, this one was much brighter, and that's probably obvious because as you can see, this one has way more of the amber LEDs in it compared to this one. And then this has this cool like projector in the front of it. So I think what's happening is that with the way that one's built, it basically throws the light better out towards the front of it. And since my headlights, my turn signals or bumper lights, whatever you want to call these, is black, I think this bulb doesn't reflect as well as if it was like a reflector type of, you know, housing where it's actually chrome on the inside, kind of like the headlight. And I think that's where I'm having most of my problems with the bulb not being as bright as this one, because this one throws a light kind of towards the sides of the housing, while this one throws it to the sides as well as to the front. Other than that, I'm really happy with this light bulb. Like I said, the turn signal is actually way brighter than this one, and I really like it. And I am going to be running them. I will be leaving a link to them down below. Full disclosure, it is an affiliate link, so which means that if you do click it and if you buy it or buy any other item from the website, I will give a small commission, as well as pretty much any link that I have down below. It's just another way that you can help the channel. It doesn't cost you, and it helps me out to make these videos. But anyways, like I said, we're going to throw these back on. It's the same process as taking them out. You just stick it in, put it back in the housing, and you'll be good. And there we go, we're in business. So we're gonna go ahead and throw them back in the housing. Okay, now as far as our fog light, they're actually what I'm most excited about this in this whole swap. They should be super bright, and like I said, they have a pretty cool party trick that they do. So as you can see, you have white and yellow, and that's because these lights are actually switchbacks too, kind of like our turn signals, but for our fog lights, which is really cool. So now what they do is they basically go between white, which is a 6000K, which should match our headlights and our turn signals perfectly. So it's that nice white light, and then it switches to yellow, 3000K. So that's gonna be more of your amber for like actual fog lights, you know, like if you're actually in the fog or in the snow or anything like that. That light will actually help you see further through the fog, or you know, all those conditions, way better than the brighter 6K light would. So that's pretty cool. Now, as far as the actual like lumens, white it's 8400 per set, 4200 per bulb. So that's super bright. So is yellow, 7200 and 3600 per bulb. So these things should be super bright. And like I said, I'm super excited to actually try them out. I actually already installed one of them. Now, keep in mind that this is a very temporary set. The way that I installed them, it's gonna get changed because like I said, this is just temporary. I wanted to make the video, I wanted to check them out, and I wanted to show them to you. But let me show you. So now installing them is actually super easy. Right now, as you can see, we're in the back of the truck, well in the back of the bumper. All you do is you take your old bulb, you twist it, I believe that's counterclockwise. You take the old one out, you undo its connection, and then connect your fog light in its place. The fog light does have positive and negative on it. I believe on mine the white is the positive and the black is the negative, so make sure you get that right on yours. And then all you do is simply take your new bulb, twist it clockwise until it stops, and you're good. Now the extra part with these is this actual little ballast that they have, and you gotta mount this, you gotta hard mount this to somewhere in the either the body or the bumper somewhere that's metal, because these things get really hot. So you don't want to have them like on a plastic, or you don't want to glue them in place or anything like that. You actually want to throw a screw through there and actually hard mount them to your body. So as you can see, I've got mine just held in there with some wire. And like I said, that's very temporary. Once I actually start doing the swap, I'm going to take the bumper out. And when I do that, I'm actually going to hard mount that properly. Basically in the same spot that it's at, but with an actual screw through it. Okay guys, and just like that, we got both of our LASFIT LED fog lights in, and they look great. One other thing about these though is I'm gonna have to figure out a way to kind of cover these, because I'm pretty sure that that fan is not gonna do too well when I'm going down the road and this tire is flinging, you know, water, rocks and whatnot directly at it. So that is gonna be one more thing that I gotta figure out how to fix. But anyways, now we're gonna move on to the last thing, which is gonna be our third brake light and our cargo lights on the back of the cab. And there we go, it was that easy. And now all we gotta do is just wait for this beautiful Arizona day to end so that we can go ahead and actually test these things out at night and see how they look. So anyways, I'll check back in once it's dark. Now, it's gonna be hard for you to see because of the glare, but they look really nice. And like I had said, because of the way that these housings are made, it makes it kind of like the way the light reflects, not as bright, but at the same time it gives it a really cool effect to it. Like, it looks actually really nice. I actually like it. And then we've got here, you can see like the clear difference between an LED and a halogen. The LED is just so much brighter, and the color is just so much orange or amber, I guess you could say. And then of course we've got our switchbacks. Those look really good too, and they are super bright. I don't know, but I'm really happy with that result. Let me show you the rest of the LEDs. Now, are you ready for this? Boom. That is bright. Like, you can see everything inside of this cab now. It really is, like, it's amazing just how bright these lights are. And then we still have those two we can still turn on, so it is super bright. Man, like I said, I freaking love these things. Like I've said before, LASFIT sells some really good LEDs. Like, they're really nice, really powerful, and their quality, they should last a long time. So there it is, with the fog lights, everything on, and they are super bright. Now I'm gonna show you that party trick that I told you that those things have, that I haven't shown you yet. So just hang on tight right here. Hey, look at that. So just like that, we went from the white LEDs to amber, and that looks freaking awesome. And it's so cool that we can switch between both colors. Now, what I actually want to do is take this on a test drive and see what it actually looks like on the road. So let's go do that. Okay guys, so we are in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's as dark as it can get, and I want to show you the lights. I'm gonna start with the headlights. So that's the LASFIT headlights. And like I said, this thing does a really bad job at actually picking up the light, but it's way brighter than it actually shows. And that's with the fact that I still haven't actually adjusted these lights properly. So that's just the LASFIT, and then that's the fog lights, and they look freaking amazing. Like, they are bright. So that's them off, and then these are the ambers, which actually travel way further than the white ones. I'm actually surprised, and they look amazing. Like, it's just, like, look at that. That's a much better view of what I actually see. Like, just look at that. That is awesome. And then again, we've got our map lights on. I'm gonna turn them off just so you can see the difference. Like, absolutely dark, and then freaking bright. And then that's with the door open. But anyways, I'm gonna head back home because I'm in the middle of the road, stopped like a crazy person. And again, we're in the middle of nowhere, and I am seriously afraid that the chupacabras or something is gonna come get me. So I'm gonna head back home. So another thing that I want to go ahead and show is what the difference is with the headlights and then just the fog lights on. So right now we have our headlights on as well as our fog lights. And then that would be just the fog lights. So again, fog lights, headlights, and just headlights, and then the amber fog lights. So yeah, just a little demonstration so you guys can see what everything looks like with or without. So I really like having my fog lights on at the same time that I have my headlights, because it just gives a much fuller view of what's up close to the truck, and then the headlights will kind of give you like that long reach. So that's kind of the way that I like rocking it. Also, you know, when I want to feel cool, I'll go ahead and just throw on my ambers, and that looks freaking awesome. And the truck looks really good too when it's like when you're driving towards it. It looks awesome having those ambers on there. So just another little extra thing that I want to show you guys. So I did go ahead and adjust the lights up a little bit, and they do look way better, to be honest with you. I don't go too high because I don't want to be blinding people in front of me. And I know there's a way to properly align lights, but I don't have a wall that's like level in front of me. Probably can't see, but like my driveway is at a pretty steep angle, so I can't do it in my driveway, and I don't have like any walls around me that can go and just adjust it. But so far I think that's pretty good. Like I said, the light actually goes quite a bit further than it used to, so I'm pretty happy with that actually. And I'm gonna show you one more time the fog lights. That is just, it's awesome, like honestly. And yes, I know I gotta figure out what's going on with that pump. It used to be loud, but lately I've noticed that it's gotten much louder. So once we got the truck in the garage, we'll really look into that. So I actually had a leftover bulb, and I threw it under the headlight, or on the headlight, and just check out what difference that makes. And I had a crazy idea. I actually want to find another one of these little harnesses, little plugs, and run it across to the other side, at least one more, and that way we'll have double the light under the hood, because that looks really good. But yeah, let me know, what did you guys think about those LASFIT LED light bulbs? Like I said, I love them. I've been working with them for, I want to say, almost like a year or so, or at least 8 months. And I've had the headlights on, and I don't have a single complaint about them. They've been great. And like I said, the only problem that I had with them is that I hadn't adjusted my housings to, you know, properly aim the light on them. But other than that, you know, they're super bright, you know, they're really good quality, and I'm super happy with them. Now, if you want to check them out and get a pair for yourself, I forgot to mention this earlier on the video, but I've actually got a discount for you guys. You'll save 10%, I believe it's 10%, if you use my discount code, which it's 928 OBS and LASFIT. I'll put it up right here, and I'll put it down in the description. Make sure that when you go ahead and check those out, use my discount code for 10% off. And that goes for anything on the website. So if you want to get yourself a pair of headlights for your car, whatever, you know, like I said, check them out. They're really good quality. I've been really happy with them. And well, yeah, that's it. That's all I have for you guys. So like I said, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you for the next one.